There's a law the universe never breaks. The energy you throw out always finds its way back. And for those who threw thorns in your path, their hands are now bleeding. That's the price of messing with balance. You see, when someone tries to sabotage a force chosen by the universe itself, they don't just fail, they crumble under the weight of their own intentions. This is what people don't understand. When they mock your silence, when they mistake your peace for weakness, they activate something they can't control. They become architects of their own downfall. That's how karma works. It's not a myth, it's a mechanism. The more they scheme against you, the more the universe rearranges itself to spotlight your success, and it drives them mad. Critics, haters, shadow watchers, they wanted to see you fall. But every time you were pushed down, the ground beneath you shifted to build your throne. You're not lucky, you're aligned, and your rise isn't accidental. It's strategic, cosmic, calculated. Your name echoes in rooms they thought you'd never enter. Your growth has become the very thing they can't escape. You're not haunting them, your potential is. Because being chosen doesn't just bless you, it exposes them. If you're still here, this message was meant for you. Like this video, subscribe, because you're not just watching, you're remembering who you are and what's coming next. It's going to make every enemy wish they left you alone. If this video found you, it's not just content, it's confirmation. What's happening in your life isn't random. It's the pattern of the chosen. Most people won't understand this, but you will, because only the chosen feel the shift before the world sees it. Stay with me till the end, because what you're about to hear was made only for you. Number 1. Stop thinking this is random. You were handpicked for a mission you can't escape. Think for a second about the rarest object in your life. Maybe it's not even valuable to anyone else. Maybe it's an old key, a faded letter, a scar that tells a story. Whatever it is, you protect it, not because of its price, but because of its meaning. Now imagine the universe doing the same with you. You, chosen one, are not just some random person passing through existence. You are the exception the universe safeguards, the anomaly it does not allow to be touched carelessly. People around you might not see it. They'll ask why certain people can't stay in your life. Why situations that look perfect for others collapse when they come near you. What they don't realize is, the higher your purpose, the tighter the shield. You don't just get to interact with anyone. Not everyone is allowed access to your energy. That's not rejection, that's protection in motion. Sometimes it stings. You wanted that chance. You wanted that love, that role, that dream. But every time it slipped away, it wasn't because you were unworthy. It was because it didn't match your frequency. You're not here to blend in with ordinary experiences. You're here to shift timelines. And anything that tries to chain you to comfort is a direct threat to your evolution. The universe will destroy it before it destroys you. You'll see it happen over and over again. People who came too close and started losing themselves because your energy mirrored their chaos back at them. Jobs that fell through right before you signed the contract. Friendships that crumbled without a final word. It's not a glitch. It's the algorithm of the cosmos doing quality control on your destiny. You are not being punished. You are being filtered for greatness. They tried to make you question yourself, didn't they? You're too picky. You expect too much. You're difficult to please. But deep down, even they knew. Your life wasn't designed for shortcuts. And that haunts them. Because while they chase attention and approval, you carry gravity. You pull what's meant for you and repel what isn't. Look at the ones who changed the world, not just by power, but by purpose. They were rejected, mocked, cut off. But that rejection became their redirection. The universe will strip you of the wrong stage just to build you a better one. It's ironic. Those who tried to silence you will one day have to sit in rooms where your name gets spoken with respect they never gave you. Let that sink in. Number 2. Quit crying over closed doors. That was God saving you from disaster. Chosen one, not every door that shuts is a loss. Some are exits from destruction you couldn't see. You cried over the opportunity that slipped, the connection that faded, the dream that vanished. But what if I told you that door was never locked to you, it was locked for you? You see, when your energy carries weight, the universe doesn't allow easy access. It performs its own background checks. Not everything you want is aligned with what you're meant to become. And the deeper your calling, the stronger the resistance against distractions dressed as blessings. That job you didn't get, it would have drained your spirit. That person you wanted so badly, they weren't capable of handling your truth. That dream that collapsed overnight, it was too small for what you're really here to do. The universe sees what you can't. It hears conversations behind your back, senses hidden envy behind smiles, and catches red flags your heart tries to ignore. So when a door slams shut in your face, don't break down. Stand back and watch what tried to harm you crumble on the other side of it. You weren't being denied, you were being redirected with force, because the chosen don't get to waste time. You're on a path with precision, no detours allowed. Only you can walk it. And every no you heard was the universe whispering, not this. I've got something better. So wipe those tears. That door didn't close to punish you. It closed to protect the power you haven't even tapped into yet. And when the right door opens, it won't creak. It'll swing wide like it's been waiting on you your whole life. Number 3. Break the pattern or repeat the pain. You were born to end the curse. Some people inherit money, others inherit trauma, cycles of pain, generational silence. You, chosen one, didn't just wake up into this life. You were assigned to break what others accepted. The dysfunction stops with you, the betrayal, the poverty, the patterns of self-sabotage disguised as loyalty. The universe didn't just select you to survive it, it chose you to end it. You ever feel like you don't belong? Like the way your family moves, the way they think, love, fight, settle, it never made sense to you? That's not by accident. That's the spiritual alarm clock inside you going off. You were sent here to disturb what everyone else called normal. And don't think for a second that breaking the cycle is glamorous. It's painful. It's lonely. You'll be misunderstood, mocked, even blamed for choosing better. But here's what they'll never tell you. The one who breaks the pattern always bleeds first. You're cutting through walls that have stood for generations, and the ones still trapped inside them won't thank you until the walls fall. You weren't meant to be a replica. You are the rebirth, the upgrade, the glitch in their broken matrix. You're the moment fate decided. This ends now. But here's the thing. If you don't rise, the pattern resets, and the pain, it passes down. So if you've ever needed a reason to fight through the pressure, let this be it. You're not just healing yourself. You're changing what's possible for every soul connected to you. This is your revolution. You were born to burn bridges to bondage and build roads to freedom. So either you rise or the curse continues. And something tells me you didn't come this far to be the echo. You came to be the ending, the change, the first. Number 4. Don't force what God blocked. Some doors stay shut for a reason. Chosen one, One of the greatest traps you'll ever face is trying to reopen a door that the universe slammed shut on purpose. You felt it, didn't you? The resistance, the discomfort, the way everything started falling apart the moment you tried to force it. That wasn't failure. That was alignment at work. See, the universe doesn't close doors to punish you. It does it to protect your evolution. There are paths that look perfect from a distance, but are loaded with poison on the inside. And you, being chosen, are too valuable to be thrown into chaos that would have swallowed you whole. That relationship you begged to work, it would have drained your spirit. That opportunity you thought was the one, it would have delayed your real mission. Some people only looked like a blessing. Some spaces only felt right because you were desperate. But when you're chosen, desperation has no place in your destiny. You have to understand this. Not everything you want is meant for you. Not because you're unworthy, but because you've outgrown it before it even reached you. The universe knows what's ahead, even when your heart is still stuck in what's behind. When the door doesn't budge, it's not your job to break it down. It's your sign to turn around. What's waiting for you next doesn't require you to beg, shrink, or bend. It requires your evolution. Let them go. Let it fall apart. Stop forcing the lock. Some doors stay shut not to block you, but to bless you in disguise. Because when you're chosen, protection doesn't always feel like safety. It often feels like loss, until you realize it saved your life. Number 5. Don't let rejection break you. Let it build the platform for your comeback. Rejection isn't the enemy. It's the architect of your rise. Chosen one, every time someone turned their back on you, they weren't closing a door. They were hammering nails into the stage that would later hold your comeback. You were never meant to be accepted by the very systems you were born to outgrow. The universe had to make you uncomfortable enough to never settle. They laughed when they left. They whispered, thinking you wouldn't hear. They expected your silence to be defeat. What they didn't realize is, rejection activates something rare in the chosen. It awakens your edge. It sharpens your purpose. You're not like the rest. You don't crumble. You calculate. There's a hidden power in the pain they gave you. You're learning not just to survive it, but to shape it into something legendary. Every no you received is being repurposed into a louder yes that echoes through your destiny. Let them doubt you. Let them think it's over. That's the setup. They think you disappeared, but really, you were rebuilding in silence. And when you return, it won't be to prove them wrong. It'll be to prove yourself right. There's no better revenge than elevation. You're not behind. You're becoming. Rejection is just redirection wrapped in disguise, and the chosen never stay where they weren't meant to thrive. So let them walk. Let them underestimate. You were never meant to fit in their world. You were meant to create your own. Your comeback isn't coming. It's already loading. Number 6. Stop downplaying your favor. The Daniel anointing is why they're watching you. Chosen one, let's cut to the truth. You weren't born to blend in, and deep down, you know it. You've been shrinking, minimizing your presence, toning down your brilliance just to make others feel comfortable. But here's the problem. Your light doesn't ask for permission to shine. It exposes, it disrupts. And that's exactly why they can't take their eyes off you. You carry what I call the Daniel energy. You walk into rooms and shift the frequency. People don't understand why they're drawn to you, why you get favored, or why things fall into place for you. Even when you've been through hell, they think you're lucky. Number, you're chosen. You're coded differently. And with that comes a cost. The stares, the fake smiles, the silent envy. They don't hate you because you did something wrong. They hate you because you carry something they can't fake, borrow, or steal. You've got that unspoken advantage that makes insecure souls feel exposed. That's why they watch you. That's why they whisper your name when you leave the room. You make people question their own identity without saying a word. And here's the thing. They'll try to label your favor as arrogance. They'll say you're too much, too confident, too different. But don't dim your fire to soothe their shadows. You weren't sent here to be digestible. You were sent here to be undeniable. Stop apologizing for your aura. Stop shrinking for people who secretly wish they had your blueprint. They don't understand the weight of your assignment, but they feel its power. And that's enough to keep their eyes glued to your every move. Own it. The reason they're watching is because you're already becoming what they said you never would. Number 7. Don't take it personal. Your light is exposing their darkness. Chosen one, let's make this clear. Their hate isn't about you. It's about what's being reflected back at them when you walk into the room. Your light is a mirror, and when they look into it, they're forced to see what they've been hiding from. Envy, insecurity, guilt, regret. You didn't hurt them. You triggered the part of them they've been trying to silence. This is why they flinch when you speak truth. This is why they gossip when you walk away. This is why people who barely know you form opinions so loud it sounds like obsession. But don't take it personal. It's never been about what you did. It's about what you are. When you carry energy that's clean, sharp, and destined, it exposes every shadow in the room. You didn't ask to be their wake-up call, but here you are, unapologetic, unfazed, and still rising. They wish you would dim your light so they could stay comfortable in the dark. But you weren't made to be soft lighting. You were made to blaze. So when they pull away, let them. When they lie, let them. When they try to twist your name, stay silent. Their discomfort is proof your presence is doing what it's supposed to do. You don't owe anyone an explanation for being untouchable. You are not here to be accepted. You are here to be undeniable. And when light walks into darkness, it never asks permission. It simply shines, and nothing can stop it. Keep glowing. Let their masks melt. Your light is doing more damage to their illusion than you'll ever need to. Number 8. Don't rush the process. Your wilderness season is training you for royalty. Chosen one, the delay you're facing isn't a punishment, it's preparation. You're not stuck, you're being sharpened. And I get it. You're tired. Tired of waiting, tired of the silence, tired of watching others get fast results while you feel buried. But hear this. Trees that grow fast snap in the wind. You're being rooted deep for a storm-proof destiny. This wilderness you're walking through, it's not random. It's not a detour. It's the proving ground for royalty. The ones meant to rule don't get easy roads. The universe removes your distractions, isolates your energy, and starves you of noise so your focus becomes lethal. This isn't rejection. This is refinement. Most people want the crown, but they don't want the silence that comes before it. They want the stage, but not the scars. You, on the other hand, were marked for something bigger, something that can't be rushed, imitated, or stolen. You were chosen to carry something sacred, and sacred things take time. They'll laugh at your so-called delay now. Let them. They laughed at the cocoon too, until the wings broke out. Keep building in silence. Keep growing in the dark. When the curtain finally rises, your arrival will not be small. It will be undeniable. Remember, royalty isn't born in crowds, it's forged in solitude. So don't rush it. Embrace the wilderness. Because when it's time, your throne won't just be waiting, it'll be glowing. Number 9. Stop looking for approval. When you're chosen, God will make them watch you rise. You weren't designed to be understood by everyone. You were built to disrupt, to break patterns, to wake people up just by existing. But here's the problem. When you carry that kind of energy, people will instinctively resist you. Not because there's something wrong with you, but because there's something uncomfortable about your presence. You represent what they're too afraid to become. And yet there you were, waiting for validation, waiting for applause from people who were secretly praying you'd fail, looking for support in places that only wanted to borrow your light but never honor it. Chosen one, hear this. You do not need their stamp of approval to move forward. Your destiny wasn't put to a vote, and your impact isn't determined by who claps. It's determined by who can't deny your rise, even in silence. When you stop explaining yourself, when you stop shrinking to fit their level of understanding, you'll realize something powerful. They were never supposed to get it. They were supposed to watch it. Watch you evolve. Watch you break through. Watch you become everything they said you'd never be. And trust me, they will watch. With confusion, with envy, with quiet obsession. Because when the universe selects someone to rise, it also selects an audience to witness it. No approval needed. No permission granted. You're rising anyway. And they'll have no choice but to see it. Number 10. Don't waste the oil. Being chosen comes with the weight of obedience. Chosen one, let's be clear, your calling isn't light, and it's not supposed to be. You weren't handed this level of awareness, pain, protection, and insight just to sit quietly and play small. You were given oil, rare, powerful, sacred, and with it comes weight. Heavy weight, the kind that breaks average people but shapes warriors like you. This oil isn't meant to be flaunted. It's meant to be carried. It's meant to cost you. That's why people around you never understood why you had to walk alone. That's why you feel drained in rooms where others thrive. They're operating on noise. You're operating on obedience. You can't waste the oil trying to fit into circles that don't respect the cost of your becoming. You can't spill it by explaining your moves to people who only move when it's convenient. They weren't built for the discipline you carry. They weren't designed for the kind of elevation you're headed toward. And here's the twist. The weight you feel, that's not punishment. That's evidence. It means you're trusted with more. Your silence is louder than their opinions. Your restraint is more powerful than their chaos. Because chosen ones don't get to move off impulse. They move off alignment. So don't dilute your purpose for the sake of comfort. Don't hand your oil to those who've never bled for their own. They won't value it. They'll waste it. And right now, you're in a season where every drop matters. You weren't just chosen to rise. You were chosen to carry. Carry with power. Carry with precision. And above all, carry with obedience. Because what's ahead of you requires a level of discipline that few will ever understand. But it will take you to places they will never reach. Number 11. Stop fighting battles that aren't yours. The war was won before it began. Chosen one, not every fight deserves your energy. Let them swing, let them scream, let them plot. You weren't born to answer every insult or lower yourself to defend what's already divinely secured. The war was won long before they even knew your name, and now they're punching shadows, trying to start fires in a place where your peace already turned everything to ash. When you're chosen, your silence terrifies people more than your words ever could. They want your reaction because they can't handle your restraint. They want to drag you into chaos because they know they can't touch you in clarity. Don't let them provoke the warrior in you when the battle has already been buried. You're not here to explain yourself to confused people. You're here to evolve past them. Think of the enemy as a virus. It needs a host. It needs your focus, your frustration, your emotional reaction to stay alive. But the moment you go quiet, the moment you rise above the noise, you starve it. That's why they get louder. They're suffocating under the weight of your peace. This path wasn't made for petty battles. Your destiny is too high for low-level wars. You weren't chosen to prove people wrong. You were chosen to become undeniable. And the more they try to drag you down, the more obvious it becomes that you've already won. They just haven't accepted it yet. So stop showing up to battles that were never meant for your presence. Let them swing at ghosts. Let them drown in a war they created. You've already left the battlefield. Now you're building empires on the ashes of what was meant to break you. And that is the real victory. Number 12. Don't miss the shift. What's coming will cancel every delay you've ever faced. Chosen one, something massive is moving in your favor, but blink too long and you'll miss the shift. The very forces that once delayed you, blocked you, slowed your growth, and made you question everything are now collapsing under their own weight. The tides have turned. And the shift? It's not just spiritual, it's strategic. You've felt it, that subtle hum under the silence, the way your spirit has been restless, pacing even when your body is still. That's not anxiety, it's preparation. Because what's coming is about to make everything make sense. The detours, the disappointments, the months of waiting, the years of being overlooked, all of it is being overwritten in a single wave of breakthrough. But here's the warning. Not everyone sees the shift, and not everyone survives it. Those who ignored the signs, who mocked your patience, who tried to slow you down, they're going to watch from the sidelines, confused how you're catching momentum with no push. Because you were never delayed. You were being built in silence while they were busy performing for attention. And now, the moment they thought would never arrive is standing right at your door. What's coming will cancel every false start, every wasted opportunity, and every heartbreak they hoped would destroy you. One breakthrough is all it takes to erase 1,000 delays. This isn't luck, this is alignment. And only the chosen understand this level of timing. You didn't miss out, you were preserved. And now that the shift is here, step boldly, because the version of you that's about to emerge, they won't be ready for it. Stay awake, stay aware, because destiny doesn't knock twice, and this shift is yours. And now, as we come to the end, remember this: delays were never denials. They were divine detours leading you straight into alignment. The shift is here, and if you're truly chosen, you can already feel it in your bones. What's ahead of you is too big to miss, too precise to be luck, and too powerful to be explained. You've waited, endured, and now it's time. If this message hit your soul, don't scroll away. Like this video, subscribe, drop a comment below. This isn't just a channel, it's a movement for the awakened ones. Your time has come. Stay ready.